Hi friends, hope you all are doing really good. So this is a very quick video on how to generate ad hoc reports. By which I mean is we have a whole lot of analysis services and reporting services which is dedicated to the complete generation and of reports and data warehousing. But what if I have a simple table and maybe for once I have to generate a report on the fly and then use that in some sort of a document to be sent to the business. So in that case I just want a very simple way to generate the report and share it. So this is a similar kind of a video which will help you maybe to generate such kind of reports on the fly. So what we have today here is I have a table which is of this schema. I have a house point table, something like a school students which earn points and they belong to different houses. So what we have here is I create this table. Let me okay, yeah. So we have here is some few students which belong to different houses and the points that they have earned for their respective houses. So basically there are four houses, red, yellow, green and blue, and these students earn points for these houses. So this is the table that I have now. This is it from the SQL Server perspective, but I need to share a report to business as to student wise or house wise by the amount of point which is earned by different students. Maybe some sort of requirements. So it's kind of a very simple demo. So I'm just taking this house example. It could be anything with respect to a real-time customer, something to do with customer having or a salesperson having some sales amount. So basically what we do is I open my Excel. This is the one which will help us out in generating an ad hoc report. So I open my Microsoft Excel and uh, it's very so we go on to the data tab, and here we see a whole lot of data connection. We can connect to MS Access, and so here I click on for some other sources. I connect to SQL Server, and this is my default instance, and I say use Windows authentication, and I click on next. It lists down all the databases which are there in my default SQL Server connection. So I select my database which is hosting the table, and you see all the tables are listed. So we can see our house points table. We push to next, and there is a whole lot of things here. So I'll just show you authentication. So we are connecting via Windows authentication. So we click on finish, and if we see there are different options here. It is the table option allows you to list down the complete data of stored in the table into your Excel. So if we click a simple table, what will happen is we'll get all the data which is currently being hosted. So this is a very simple way to extract data from SQL Server, and then you can add filters the way you want to. But kind of this is not what I want here. So what I do is, this is a very simple way. I mean, I can filter it out based upon the names. I just want of these two. So we get the data and the point and the house that they belong to. Or maybe if I want to filter it out based upon, let me just select all first here, and next is I just want maybe for greenhouse. So this shows you the data of greenhouse. So no, but this is not what I want. So in the next sheet I just want to show you So here we go. I want to show you a pivot table. This is will be really helpful. So something like this is pops up. Now if you go at the right hand side of tabs, you have options. So now this is the various fields which will actually show you the type of graph that you're drawing. So let me see the values. I go for earned points. This goes into value tab, and the next is the names, which is the row labels. As you click, you get the names, and the next is the column labels or the legends for your graph. So this is the house. No, but I don't want it on the row, but I want it on the column labels. So your graph will be something like this. So your data will be something like this. Now if you wish to filter it out, you can actually get the data for this one. Okay, no, but again, this is the data that we want. Now what I want is I want a graph for my Windows words. I want to attach the graph in the document. So you click on the pivot chart, and you get a whole lot of options of creating different kinds of graph, which I leave you to explore. But for this demo purpose, I continue on a simple graph and click OK. So what this will bring me is a very clean graph. This graph is having the legions, the blue, green, red and yellow legions, and the people who have accumulated, and this is nothing but the points, which is on your y-axis. The x-axis has your names of the different students and your houses. So that's what, if you wish to interchange the values, let me do a simple change, and I get the houses on the axis. So now it's kind of again a different way of representing things. So I have is the houses and the students graph. So basically for the blue house, these are the different two students who, Steve and Adam, who have scored the points respectively. So this was a way of showing, and this is the graph that I want. So I click on this graph and say Control C. This copies up. Now I open my Windows Office, and with the word I can simply paste the graph. So this is the data which will actually go in my document. So it's a very simple way, and maybe I do not need it. So I do not need a whole lot of reporting services, because this is the graph that I'm using for one time use, and maybe I do not need a complete solution of reporting services. So that was one way. And yeah, of course, one more thing that I wanted to show you is, say if there is something, I have a cube, but then again the data from the cube is also required. So you can actually connect to a cube as well, by which Windows, in a Windows authentication mode, you can actually, let's close this up now. Okay. Okay, now let me see, this is something I had before. Okay, this is from my OLAP. So this is the sales amount. This is actually hitting my OLAP connection. So let me rather show you from scratch. That would be a better way. So I connect to analysis services. These are all just saved connections. So if you have sales report, okay, I am connecting currently to my OLAP. Basically, if you see here, I right. So if you see here, I have an SAS Proj cube currently made here. So in that we are trying to connect, and just this is the Excel is currently having the sales amount. So if we can connect to this as the values and customer, it's a very simple way. I mean, again, it's a simple, right. If you see, what we have done here is the customers and the sales amount for each of the customer and the area, I mean the region that they belong to. So that was a quick way how to use this Excel to your help for generating any kind of reports. So thank you friends. In the next video we'll be looking at some more quick solutions on SQL Server for saving your files, maybe, I mean, the files, that any kind of Excel file or JPG file, picture files, or any music mp3 .mp3 files. If you want to save it to your SQL Server table and then retrieve the data, how would you do it with your T-SQL statements? So that is what something that is what it's kind of very simple requirement. So and used on every website where you try to upload files and then update those files, and then again download those files. So this is how it is done. We'll be looking at it in the next video. Thank you.